listen. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
On the set.
Check 48, the mic. Watch the screen.
X3, 218, chopper.
Speed grip.
Block now on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey.
Get track.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike, 44.
Watch the slats. Smooth.
44.
Ready.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby.
Broncos take over 1st and 10.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Finds his rookie first-rounder. It's Noah Fant. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
I got you. I got you.
Go!
On 1st down, Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Good. Motion. Hey, Delta. Now.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And now out come the Jags. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves Jack that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Move! 13.
Check, Mike 21, Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Now Foles. That is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. 3rd down here. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Foles. And the pressure gets to him again. Reuben Foster picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
70.
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ricky.
5. Yep.
44, Mike, 44. All day. 44.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball has moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Ready, break.
44, Mike. Check. Tighten up.
Squeeze. Hey, orbit. Ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Under.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Broncos get there and take him down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Reuben Foster able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
Chopper. You're out.
Check 6 guys.
Hey. High 7. Now. Get it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Go.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Broncos on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Stand. Look at me, zipper.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, wahoo! Hey!
Check. You go night-night. Don't go night-night. Both balls of Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
Check my 21.
Hey, start on one.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Lee's got it over the middle.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the Sticks.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Jacksonville.
Go!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Go!
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Hey. Deep grip.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Hey, Sue.
Pull it together.
Go.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The sack by Jordan Willis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
6'6". 6'6". Pull it high. No. Yep.
Bobo's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
Warden! Check back 21. They want this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sharks got it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Foles. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Now, get.
On 1st down, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Foles. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. The Jaguars on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Foles. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down. 60 or.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Bravo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Check back 21. I got it.
To go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now the throw taken in by Shark. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch him. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Block off of play action. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Lock now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Go!
Throwing again on second down. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Clock's under a minute, still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is third and goal.
You got nothing. Switch it.
Hey, rocket.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go!
21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch twist. I got you, baby, I got you. Check Mike 21.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Montez Sweat. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll actually throw it with Locke to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team